Lego.
It's Too T3rpd.
All right. Question number 1. Freestyle?
No.
You know, I always gotta
Never
ask.
a freestyle.
I feel like out of all the times you've been on, have you ever tried?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Definitely not my style. Maybe next time.
All right. You never know, but
Never know.
you never know.
I'll surprise you at some point.
For real, because this dude is full of surprises. But y'all already know, this is the Too T3rpd podcast, and this your boy Donovan, a.k.a. Mr. You Knew What It Was When You signed up. All right, y'all. Y'all already know. We got the regular crew in the building, but this time we got a little twist to it. We got a good plot twist. We got the man behind the cam. He got a mic today.
What's good?
Let's go.
That boy back. Slumped, but he ain't no chump.
You heard it first. That's the AKA Slump Ain't No Chump.
Word up. Yeah, hold on. We gotta get you we gotta get you a drop too. That's what we gonna have to do.
Word.
You gotta come. I'm gonna come up with a better AKA too, but yeah, it just don't hit right.
Don't hit right.
Yeah, nah.
Maybe it's my energy though, because I'm not gonna lie. I don't have the most energy today.
Nah, you
Maybe
good?
it's the energy. I don't know.
It's smooth, but it just like
It wasn't it.
nah, it ain't it.
It wasn't it.
No, I'm not
We
feeling
gonna work
it
on
yet.
it.
Yeah, nah, it ain't came to me yet. I feel like you gotta have some more episodes with them, and it'll just like naturally come. I've been trying to force it right now.
Changed. Technical difficulties done messed up the magic. Yeah, we're gonna get this back.
Yeah, and apparently my mic is just done.
Hey, man.
It's like that sometimes.
For real, though.
You wake up and your back hurts.
That's a fit act. Ah, yeah. If you knew how many mics we done went through, this is like the upgrade mics. You used to have like so we used to call it the dick mic.
Crying. I'm so dead.
So hey man, it comes with evolution, dog.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the process.
Yes, sir.
That's all. Ain't nothing, bro. Like I said, we growing.
Yeah.
Hey, honestly, like it's only been like a couple of episodes that he been on, and the drastic change that's happened already.
Yeah.
For real.
It's definitely something to get used to. The nerves get you. You get excited. You don't know what to say. I love it. I love Too T3rpd. That's my favorite thing ever.
Love to hear it.
Like a movie star.
Shit. We ain't there yet, but we getting there.
We're there. Look at this view.
For real,
Man, the upgraded view this time, and the bigger space, and the setup's better, and everything coming up.
Thank you.
Appreciate you having me.
You already know. But you already know I couldn't do it without you, man.
Absolutely.
And if y'all don't recognize who this voice is already, y'all already know. This the big homie, MidCoast Grower. It's been about a year.
Yep.
Yeah, you usually do about a yearly checkup.
No.
Yeah, you've been here since the inception too.
Since the inception, man, it's came a long ways.
For real though.
Came a long ways. The people have came a long ways. The community has came a long ways. The parties have came a long ways. The laws. And the amount of talented craft growers who have came out of the woodwork.
Expanded.
Man, is amazing.
Yeah. I'm at the point now where I'm trying to catch up. It felt like, I basically knew everybody at the beginning, and now it's like somebody coming to me every day was somebody new, and I'm just like, damn. Yeah. It's beautiful to see how much is like how the evolution has come, and even though it's been a short amount of time, the people who have come, but damn, I don't even know how to say it. Like to the people who have left the game, because some people are, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm really disappointed that they left, because they had a lot to offer, and hopefully maybe one day, they'll find the passion again to, get back in the game. Even if you're just doing it for the love, I support that. But we really need you out here as a brand for real. Like some people was really out here giving it up for real. So
it's hard. It's hard to toe that line of where you can sleep at night and you have your integrity intact and you still put out a quality product or a quality brand that competes with the market. And it's hard to compete when there's a lot of people who are not willing to have them same ethics and standards.
That's a fact.
It is, and it's sad to see the OGs go out and the new people come in, but there are so many new ones coming in that there is no stopping progress. It's either you see the progress and you see the times are changing and you jump on board and you change with them, or you get left behind.
I'll get a little closer to the mic. Perfect.
Perfect.
There we go. Hell yeah. Like, that's one of the things that I've always seen you do from the start, whether it's the cannabis, whether it's the merch aspect of it, the advertising aspect of it. You've always jumped on it, and you've evolved along with the game. Like, that's the one thing that I've noticed about you. I remember when the first episode you came in here, you had T-shirts, self-printing them. Now you out here going major hard with it.
Yep, T-shirts, stickers, dab mats, dab towels. Like, that was more of our way to earn a revenue other than selling people medicine at an overpriced price.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was our way of surviving without double dipping in the pot.
Right.
You know, and that's what it was always about. If you go back and listen to the first episodes, when I started growing, I was sick, and I had to be able to provide for my family, for my kids, without going broke. I had to be able to provide a good enough medicine for me to smoke without having to go somewhere else. And that's what it's always been about in Missouri, is home growers growing the best medicine for themselves other than going broke, going to a dispensary.
Facts. That is a fact. Like, honestly, that's the one thing I love about the legacy side of it, is the communal aspect of it, really getting to know the actual person who's growing your medicine, being able to, like, have that connection with them, being able to talk about certain things that you might like, and then you might mess around and see that in their garden one day. Right. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're loyal and you would compete patient with them, like, yo.
When you see someone that has life-deterring illnesses, they don't leave their house, they don't go out in public, they don't have normal interactions, and all they have is a disability check, all they have is a Social Security check. How do you take all their money, give them very little product, and sleep well at night? You know, like, that's what, for me, that's what it was about. It was about finding the people who would go without otherwise, find them people, provide a service cheap enough where they can still live and afford their bills and get high. That's what it's all about. All the other stuff was just secondary to finding them few. Yeah. You know.
That's a fact. I feel like that's one of the things that with all of this, I feel like that's one of the things that I do miss, is how it used to be a lot more affordable, honestly. I feel like if you kind of know people and you in the know, and you got homies, like, you know, fortunately enough for myself, I'm blessed to be able to get, you know, better prices with things and stuff like that. But I feel like for the average person, you know, they still getting high prices, whether it's whether it's on the legacy side or it's on, you know, getting it from a dispensary. So I kind of wish it was a little bit more affordable on both sides.
I mean, you know, a lot of the people in everyday America don't know about a legacy market. They don't know the struggles of the craft market, fighting the corporate. They don't. When you ask my 21-year-old son about cannabis, he just knows, hey, I go to the dispensary and I buy weed. You know, they don't know about all the mold and the mildews and the failures and the getting over on people, and they don't know about how the system's rigged and how rich people get richer. You know, they don't. But I don't think they really care about it. You know, so we got to kind of go at it at a different way to bring new people in, other than saying, hey, you know, we're old school craft market, come support us because we deserve it over someone else. You know, we have to provide a medicine that's quality, that's affordable, that can compete, and that's our job to be able to compete with them type of people on that level.
Facts.
You know,
that's a fact.
And when recreational came in, these new people came on board, and you got all these legacy people who switched over, you know, trying to start regular businesses, and, you know, and I get it, but that's just not, you know, that's not what we're about. But we definitely have to change and try to get in some new people and try to target a different type of crowd.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the general public is what should kind of be more garnered towards now. Like, you have the person who's really engrossed in cannabis and, you know, who's a true stoner. Now it's time to go ahead and get the people who just, like, they just started joining in on, you know, the recreational side. Now they're starting to get introduced to it. Now it's time to get those people involved.
And those are the people that are going to support this craft industry and pay people's bills and fill people's pockets full of money. Those are the type of people that we need to be bringing in, because, like, the regular people we have now are us. They're growers. They're hustlers. They're not, you know.
Exactly. They're not consumers.
Right.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't talked about this in a minute, so it's kind of interesting to talk about it from this perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how is it back home, Rob?
As it pertains to what exactly?
Like, so when it comes to y'all community and stuff like that.
It depends on what part of the state that you're in, right? If you go more up north, closer to like DC, on the East Coast, you know, there's a community there, but I personally didn't see anything like I do here. It feels more like, okay, you go, you get your cannabis, you go about your day. Like, there's a culture there. It's just hidden, you know. When you go down south, now it's a little different because, you know, like Rob was saying in the last episode, or not Rob, Piff, in the woods you can hide everything. So a lot of people, you know, they have events, they have vendors, they have stuff like that. You know, that was something I was telling you, we were talking about off camera.
Yep.
You know, they have different events that go on, and so I feel like there's a culture there, but because it feels like it's infancy, there's a lot of work to be done.
Because how long have y'all been in med?
Maybe since 2020, 2019, 2020.
So since COVID.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, correct. I mean, I'll insert a correction if I'm wrong, but you know, definitely early 2020, if not 2020.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So this is Buyer's Remorse from TNTCK 2.0. He won third place Frost Bowl, very first Frost Bowl.
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry for the surprise. We got another one over here too.
Super nice dude. When I told him I was coming on and was looking for some flower to smoke on here, and he jumped on fast. He grows some really nice indoor flower, single source, small craft cannabis. He has a little seed bank that he sells seeds out of. But it's not little. It's kind of he's got a pretty good little seed bank that he sells out of.
Hell yeah. Smelling good.
Oh yeah, terps are on point.
Yeah.
It's got a nice little resin ring after like 2 hits off of it.
Hell yeah.
It tastes really smooth.
I wish I could try.
Why you?
I don't want to get in the way of the camera.
Man. They like to see the smoke effect.
Here you go. Oh yeah.
Hey, now you don't have to add as many special effects. It's gonna be authentic now.
So that Buyer's Remorse is.
Nah, bro. We don't trip off of that.
Somewhere.
You getting lit too. This is what we do at Too T3rp, bro.
All right. So the Buyer's Remorse is wedding cake times GB 6 tricks. So GB 6 tricks is Gorilla Breath number 6 times Gorilla Glue times Mendo Breath. For me, it's got like that super. When I broke it up, it has a super old school burnt tires, like a just danky skunk smell.
Yeah.
Super nice hard bud.
Yeah, very dense. Very dense.
Yeah, I would say that skunky, like you said, that burnt tire, translates well to the flavor as well. Mm-hmm. Like tasting it, I was like, definitely feels like a more dank, but not heavy.
Right.
You know, I enjoy that.
I really like this one, this Buyer's Remorse.
I was gonna pass you the Doug so you can check it out. Shit, throw it in front of the kid. Let them see it.
Super smooth, and for me, like flower, the main thing that I look for is that aftertaste. And does the smoke taste like the flower smells? And does the smoke taste like the flower smells on the exhale? You know what I mean? Or does it, when you burn it, does it start tasting like fire? You know what I mean? That's the big kicker for me.
Okay.
I really like this.
This smell like it. It's very cooling now. All right, so what you been up to since the last time you been on?
Man, we had the last Hash and Glass event. I started making some marbles, just playing around and stuff.
Hell yeah!
What got you? Been real fun. I was at the Dab Fest in Kansas City. I'd taken some mushrooms. We were just hanging out, And then my buddy Black Sands Glass from Hawaii was like, no, it was Visionary Glass from Colorado came over. He said, hey, man, are you ready? And I was like, sure, let's do it. And I got the marble there. I'll show you here in a little bit.
Hell yeah.
We made the first marble, and it was just peaceful when you're sitting there looking at the fire. And it's you got to take your time. Patience is key. I have zero patience, but it just works out. There's something really relaxing about just making a marble.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it, but I'm learning, and it's fun.
Hell yeah.
So that's been the main thing since last July. Another kid graduated high school.
I saw that. Congrats.
Yeah, that's for me that's one of the biggest accomplishments that I can achieve is having good kids that graduate and that are gonna be good, productive members of society.
Hell yeah. That's what's most important in life. Shit.
Yeah. Let's see. Been traveling all over. We went out to the Dab Right Cup.
Yeah. I saw y'all out there in New York.
Yep. Oh, we went out to New York too to Hot Dab's podcast.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. How was that?
It was fun. It was fun, man. It showed. Every time I go out to these other places, and then it just shows me how much we have here and how far ahead we are. You know, like if you go out to to California, it was cool. It was like the movies. You know, the beaches were cool. But like, we have the same hash. We have the same flower. We have the same people. We have the same stuff. And I guess people from the coast would say the same things when they come out here. They're like, it's just different.
Right.
But every time I go up there, like we sat there with Toro Glass, he was doing the podcast, and it was a story of a man who built a really solid crew of people and became successful, and is able to perfect his craft and do things for the dab industry that was remarkable, But I'm sitting there with Dom, and the owner of Headington, and I just think in 20 years, that's going to be us. In 10 years, the Hot Dabs podcast is going to be Too T3rpd. There's going to be sponsors all over the walls. Yeah. There's going to be, even when I look back 2 to 3 years from now, like nobody had freeze dryers, nobody had washrooms, nobody had rooms full of flour, and then. You start to see that progression, and you start to see everybody come out, and you start to see all these. Everybody's just flourishing. Yeah. Yeah. From building something that you can tell is their passion, is their dream. Yeah. It's awesome.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
It's been a beautiful process to watch everything and see everything unfold. Since we kind of going down this road, because it is kind of a reminiscent thing. Like I said, you've been around since day one. So it's kind of like, what would you say are the biggest things that you've seen change since, around the first time we started all of this to now?
The caliber of people willing to stand at a table. When this all started, there wasn't but 5 brands in the state of Missouri that were willing to stand at a table full of drugs and provide medicine for the people. Mm-hmm. And then as the time progressed, you start seeing these new ones come in, and you start seeing people who had never broke a law before, medical past or recreational past, and you see them coming on board and just getting people, and you're supposed to just stand by and just watch people get people. And I'm not saying like the old heads were better, but it was a little bit more respectful, Mm-hmm. Like people knew where the boundary was. That's probably the biggest aspect, is just all these new people who just have no idea what they're doing, and they're willing to do it for free.
Yeah.
They're trying to get rich. They're trying to get a name. They're trying to get hype. And if we go back to the beginning, and that's been big for me this year, is what it was all about. At that first Captain Mo Green party when we were all standing there, it was about giving out dabs and having a good time. The first Too T3rpd episode, it was about having a good time, having a good party, meeting cool people, growing fire weed. Somehow, it's been like lost, and there's been a lot of fights and a lot of and not just in public, behind the scenes, and people have egos and people have pride, and it somehow it got turned into a profit game. Everybody became big pharma. We all stood there at the Capitol building. That's that first group of people, and we all were rallying for the laws, and we were all going out and doing stuff that was for the people. It wasn't for money. It wasn't for our profits. It wasn't for anything. It was for Missouri. It was for weed. When we walked through those halls of Congress and we were trying to get bills signed and we were, getting signatures, that's what it was about. When we were finding people who coming up at these events and they were like, man, dude, I'm coming off a year of RSO, I'm cancer free. Weed saved my life. That's what it was about. You know what I mean? When we were just standing there just smoking. Just like that's the point of this episode is just to sit around, smoke bullshit. Talk about good weed, talk about people who grow good weed. That's what's fun.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
1,000% agree. Like, honestly, I feel like that's where things need to get back to. Like, I love the branding and all of that, but that's one of the things that, like, these last couple of episodes that I've been loving, like, that have been recently happening, is it's been about just figuring out the essence of the grower, like finding out the background about them,
Why
really,
are they the way they are?
Yep. Yeah, just doing the behind the scenes thing. Like, that's why I've even gotten away from reviewing, honestly, because I feel like that just takes a whole element of like, all right, now we can take away this barrier of nervousness and all this shit. I don't even want you to come in feeling like I'm finna judge you, because honestly, I don't even feel comfortable judging.
Right.
Like, I just more so like enjoying and just chilling out and hanging and really just vibing.
Fire as fuck.
Exactly. Like, that was fun to do at first. It was cool at first, but then at the same time, it really wasn't. Shout out to my homie John Forrester. Like, I remember when I first started doing this, and like, we first started talking about the reviews and all that stuff, and he was just saying, you got to be careful with all of that, and like, you really need to take that serious, because really this is somebody's brand that you're putting on. So like, you can either make or break them. Yeah. And I remember him having that conversation with me early on, and I definitely took that to heart. So that's why, like, hey, for the most part, I love doing reviews, but at the same time too, like, I also build relationships with people. Right. So how honest can I really be with certain reviews and stuff like that? I'm not saying that I haven't ever been honest, but at the end of the day, it starts to get more difficult the more people I start to deal with. Hey, I don't even like doing that no more. I'm more so like I said, I'm trying to pass it off to the homie now, because, he need a place in this, and it's time for him to start getting in. So the reviews coming to Slump. I keep on saying that, but I'm dead ass. This is about to be our review man now.
You know what I'm saying? It's coming soon.
For real.
Start the review soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, so don't ask me to review y'all shit no more, because I'm just going to pass it to him, and he going to be reviewing it. Like, real shit. Because I really do just like MidCoast just said, like, really just enjoying it and bringing back the vibes. I kind of feel like that's one of the things that I love about this podcast. like, there's a couple other podcasts too. Shout out Growheads, Joint Hypothesis.
Love Growheads.
Hell yeah. Them the homies. Yep. You already know. Shout out T. Shout out shout out AC. You already know. Like, hey, we all out here bringing content. Like, I just love talking about people's stories in the background. You know what I'm saying? I like talking about growing.
That's it.
Hey, that's kind of the essence of what I like doing, Yeah.
Yeah, fuck all the judgy shit.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, like, that had its place and it was fun, but like,
I feel like all of it had its place and it was fun, but it, you grow up and you move on a little bit and you see things a different light. And
things have gotten different now. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely different.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like, now it's just more so like I like kicking it, hanging it with the homies, and
if it ain't fun, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I'm starting to get I mean, we talking, but real talk, that is really where I'm at in life. Like, if I really can't enjoy what it is I'm doing, I don't want to do it because I'm passionate about what I do. And also, like, because I am passionate about what I do, I'm going to put my all into it.
Right.
But I got to make sure that, myself, my brand, and everyone that is involved with me is respected as well.
Yeah.
And if not, then, I can't do it.
I'm with it. I toe that line no matter what I lose, no matter, you know what I mean? My friends are important to me.
Yeah.
And I will go to war for my friends.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of my bigger thing is that I value friendship over money more than anything. And I kind of feel like, now I'm really starting to learn that more than anything. Now, I'm willing to go ahead and throw money away just to really, more so, hey, be able to just, even if, things don't necessarily, work right now, hey, at the end, something could always possibly be savaged because money, trust me, you need money to live and all that shit, but honestly, money really does not mean that much to me like that. If it did, Too T3rpd would be way bigger than what it is right now.
Right.
Could have been and had a bunch of sponsors and all that shit, but that's not how I want to do this shit. I'm more passionate about really being able to represent the brand, being able to have people on that are my homies, have the corporate people on, but at the same time, too, I don't have to be tied to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody paying me. Ain't none of that. So what you see is what you get from me and them. Like,
you know what it was when you signed up?
Nah, on some real shit. Don't get me wrong. We won't get paid by them motherfuckers, but the right way. Right. Ain't nobody trying to be tied down to no bullshit-ass contracts. It's more so, let's come to us as a business and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's more so, like, on the thing that I'm trying to get with these, us as brands and all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with getting money, but let's figure out a way to really do it and do it the right way with not fucking each other over.
Right.
There's a way for us to have a base of where, hey, this is what we're all going to take. If you can work out a better deal than that, cool. But there needs to be a base because all this, like, trying to, I don't know, just trying to do this shit, man. Yeah, man, fuck it, I'm going for it. So, just trying to do all this competing shit with, like, even the different events and all that shit. I really do feel like we need to come up as a group, sit down and be like, hey, this is the event I want to do. This event I want to do. All right, I want to do this one. Each time of the year, this is somebody's thing, and we all come underneath and make these things really work.
And don't try to fuck each other over.
Yo.
I'm not the only one with eyes. There's people in this state that deliberately throw events on the same days as other people. There's people that deliberately undercut people. There's people that, and it does. And then how do you support them people? And I've tried to scream it from the rooftop for years.
Yeah.
And nobody listens. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
They're still going to do whatever they want. But it has changed over there. There has been some more support over the past.
Yeah. Because there needs to be. Because at the end of the day, hey man, this state really ain't that big, and we all end up running into each other more times than ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always gonna run into each other. So at a certain point, man, like, but you also gotta come correct. That's also the thing too. Like, I feel like a lot of people. It's more like a self thing, and it's not about community, but they'll scream community.
Right.
It's really got to be community.
It's like them support small business people who order everything as cheap as they can get it. If you're going to yell support small business, then you better be that person yourself.
Exactly.
You know?
You got to put in the work, man. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that. They're not willing to do the long run of what it takes. Like, to sit down and maybe not have as big of a scale up.
Right.
You might have to do the baby steps and all that shit.
Right. But look at it. It's been 5 years.
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
Like, it's you. There's been an opportunity for a nice, gradual come up.
Oh yeah.
Without getting over on people.
Yeah.
That ain't some people's business plan.
Yeah. But like, that's the thing, and I'm just always gonna say this: like, you can skip them steps now, but you got to make them up at some point.
Yeah.
So
straight up.
Good luck. That's just how I feel about a lot of shit.
I feel like this year is going to be a good year for people and for the coming together. And even if it's not in one big group, within the small groups, I think people just
most definitely.
Yeah. Even in the groups that have popped up, I think it's going to be a real good year.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. Like, there's a lot of things where it's like I'm starting to see like the new people, they starting to group together and like finding their way, which I definitely support. But I feel like, definitely make this a mix and let's all really start trying to figure out shit, because that's one of the things why everything's going array. It's like there's a lot of distancing and ain't nobody talking to nobody, and it is a small groups. Hey, somebody gonna have to click with somebody so people can start communicating on what it is happening on all different levels.
Yeah.
So.
Because you can tell the events don't benefit from people fighting. They don't benefit from someone posting someone talking shit. They don't benefit from people screenshotting people. They don't benefit from any of that. We're all grown,
Right?
You know, if you can't message somebody politely and handle business like a man, then like, why are we all here?
Yeah, honestly, honestly, I'm not even with the messaging shit. You better call me, man. If we got a problem,
has my
call
number.
me.
And that's the real issue is
Yeah.
if you don't have my number, you don't know me enough to have a problem.
Yeah.
And nobody has my number, but
like
everybody
that.
has a problem.
Yep.
You know.
I like that. I fuck with that. Hey, man, that's a bar.
It was a reel, I think. Yeah.
That's a bar.
But yeah, I think this is going to be a real good year for everybody.
Oh, so. Definitely. Like, that's for sure, for sure. If anything, like, even through all the bullshit and all of that, people are really making moves. Definitely. That is a fact. That is a fact.
Man, I've seen so many people and so many cool brands come up with some really cool stuff in the state of Missouri. Either white labeling or growing themselves.
Yeah.
There's some really great brands in Missouri that have been doing some really cool things all over.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I am really proud of is the evolution of everything. I feel like now it's always been about cannabis, but now it's starting to expand from an aspect of more like whenever you go to an event now, there's going to be some type of entertainment factor to it. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just people setting up booths and you going to buy weed.
Right.
Now there's like a whole experience to it.
Right.
And that's what's really been important to me.
And that's what people need to really provide. And when we think about throwing these events every week and doing the same thing over and over, and like we got to provide an experience. We got to put something out there that's not been done or that was cool enough that they're willing to do it again.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's not that hard.
Mm-mm.
You know, it's really not that hard to come up with some new things and not follow the same path that everybody's on. Live a little.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Jump in the deep end.
Hell yeah. Like, I love all the different events that are going on. You know, like I said, the Wonderland going on next weekend. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. Also, shit.
That's June 1st?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you check that out. What else is it? The Midwest Meltdown just happened last week. I saw that was major.
Dude, that glass section there was amazing. There was a lot of cool glass there.
Hell yeah.
I wasn't there, but I've seen a lot of videos.
Hell yeah. And then isn't the Regalia this weekend too?
The Regalia's this weekend and the next weekend. There's two different ones.
Damn.
Yeah, they split up. There was a group of them, and they split up. So now both groups are throwing parties. So.
Okay.
There's always something like that going on behind the scenes where, you know, it's hard to get along with people all the time. And even if we don't get along for a year or 2 years, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. My biggest thing about that is like, hey, man, just keep that behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Because it does end up happening where, hey, man, y'all might end up being cool again, but then y'all did all that shit out on the, hey, man, nah.
Yeah.
Keep that shit.
There's always something going on.
Yeah. It ain't nothing necessarily, you know, hey, like I said, there's going to be conflict, but don't let it for the world to see, yo.
I don't know of any other ones. I really slowed down on shows.
Yours?
Yeah, in July.
Yeah.
July 13th, 11 to 7, 13 miles north of Columbia, 710 Hash and Glass. We'll have Tony Kaza Glass there. We'll have Grime Glass. We'll have Achuo Glass. Enduro Glass, Stromboli Glass, all demoing. I believe Nico will be there.
Hell yeah.
We'll have a lot of other glass blowers in. We got a national hash competition going on this time. We got out-of-state competitors coming in to go against our Missouri champions. We're going to see, you know, we're going to put them against the best. And see,
hell
see
yeah.
where they're at.
See, that's one of the things, like, I remember when y'all first did y'all first one.
Yeah.
And it's like to see the evolution now. Like, I remember it was all local folks. Now you getting people from all over the country. Like, that's hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, also to like watch your progress. Like I said, I remember just seeing you just like hating doing it at your house, and now you be all over the place, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you one of the people that like really like been repping Missouri for real, for real. Whether people like it or not, Like, you might go all over the place and all that stuff, but you're always repping Missouri. Like,
Facts.
you're always repping us. Like,
Facts.
That's one thing that cannot be disputed.
I'm always trying to build Missouri no matter what. No matter who it's building, I don't care who benefits. Same thing with Justin. We've been doing this since before anybody else. We was doing events. We was willing to stand at any table in the state of Missouri and provide medicine for the people at a cheap price. And we've always been cheap. That's what it's always been about. It's always been about what we could do for Missouri and how we could make Missouri better. And we found some really good growers over the years. Justin and his Frost Bowl, his competitions have brought out some really good champions. I brought out some really good champions. The 710 Hash and Glass is our only competition that we collaborate on. It brings out some really good competition, and we're able to, I like that we're able to show the general public what top quality single source rosin is. There's a lot of competitions that let people enter stuff that they didn't grow. They just washed it. Everybody who's entering anything into the 710 Hash and Glass is a single source competition from all over the country. But it's definitely worth coming to see.
Hell yeah. That's fire. Hell yeah. I'm hella excited. Honestly, I need to the 13th. That's the weekend after. All right. I'm going to have to go ahead and pop through this year.
Yeah, it's right after your birthday.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pop through this year, for real.
Yeah,
I'm popping through.
It's going to be good.
I'm popping through.
Yeah. We bring in people from all over the country to judge the hash, so it's not just like some Missouri country fellas or Missouri City people. We bring people from all over, let them try the hash, so they don't know the names, they don't know the hype, they don't know the jars, they don't know,
Yeah.
It's going really well. Justin makes all the trophies himself. He sent me some pictures already. He's killing it. He does some cool stuff with his hands.
Yeah. You down the road through this year?
You knew what it was when you signed up.
Nah, for real though. They've been inviting me every year, and like it's always been around my birthday weekend, and I like being home.
Wait, when's your birthday?
July 9th.
What?
Yeah.
I'm the 6th.
Really?
I'm the 17th.
Huh.
I didn't know that. Hell
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
You learned something new, huh?
Yep.
Every day.
Damn.
Oh yeah, you have to come out. We'll have the glass blowing trailer. We'll have live demoing.
Yeah.
We'll have all sorts of heady glass and all sorts of price range, not just real expensive heady glass. We try to provide an affordable market all across the board. Headington Art Gallery, an elite sponsor. They'll be there. They'll have, I believe they'll have a sale going on the bangers. It'll be great.
Hell yeah. Shout out. Gave me a new banger over there.
Yep, Headington Art Gallery. That is the auto spinner.
Yes, it's got the two holes on the sides.
2 holes on the side. It's really good for cold starts. You can just throw your little rosin in there, hit it with the side, heat it up, and then get it with the cold start. That's my favorite. But they're also so big that you can throw a gram in there and just kill it, and it's nice and thick. So,
and it's got the emblem in there. That's hard. Yeah, that goes hard.
Yeah. Nah, he does a real good job. And and Dom, he actively, campaigns and lobbies for marijuana. He still lives in Kansas. It's not legal. He's actively in the fight, trying to get legalization to happen there. Headington, all that helps support that.
Hell yeah.
When we want to talk about real people out here really fighting for change in a place where it's been legal for quite a while now, and I think I don't even think about it. I don't get scared when the cops behind me no more. I don't worry about smelling like it, or you know what I mean. But to still live in a place where it's illegal, to push the boundaries every day. Shout out to Headington. Yeah.
For sure. Definitely.
So we got this blue slushy.
Hell yeah.
For me, it was it smelt a little more runcy. That's the only way I can really describe that turd is runcy.
Oh, 5 minutes? Oh, shit. Well, then, do we want to... Damn.
What?
Should we wait on these, then?
What's in 5?
We got to take a camera break.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering about that. My timing is getting good, Joe.
Yeah.
I kind of was like, I was feeling it. I was like, we might have to take a dab break soon. So, okay, normally
we can smoke these and finish them. We'll do the dabs after the camera switch.
Yeah, I want to save these for the second half.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just break now. That cool? Yeah, let's go ahead and get these dabs started because I was kind of looking at that anyway. Hell yeah. So, y'all.
We're back.
Yeah.
That J-Town funk. Man.
That shit got me lit right now, yo. For real.
Bahama Burst. He mixed Pineapple Burst and Bahama Peel and washed it together and then pressed it together. And that shit tastes amazing. And I'm high.
This shit is so fire, yo. Shout out to J-Town, yo.
Oh, yeah. Let me see that one more time.
Oh.
It's under there now. It's lost forever.
Well,
Please tell me you got that on camera, yo.
dog, I got it.
For those of y'all who are just gonna be listening to this on audio, MidCoast just tried to toss it and it definitely hit the mic.
It definitely hit the monitor.
So, I can just tell, like, after opening the jar off rip, the smell, oh my goodness. That is different. This is different. Like, you can tell this is a quality wash right here.
It really is.
FitX.
This is a quality wash. Smoked really smooth. Like, a lot smoother than I would think for something that smells so sweet. Because, sometimes when you get something that's too terpy, it gets a little harsh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This was not harsh.
So and then by themselves, the Pineapple Burst was too terpy, and so when he washed it with that, it came out perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
But by themselves, they didn't taste like that. But together, they taste amazing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's perfect.
Oh yeah. It's a really good blend. Like we were saying during the break, I feel like you get to a point where you become like a cannabis sommelier, if that's the word that I'm looking for.
Smoke allier.
Oh?
Oh yeah, come on now, this Too T3rpd.
Okay.
Come on, bro.
All right. Okay.
Then, hold on, did we come up with that on your episode?
I'm not sure.
Wasn't that you and Justin?
No.
You sure?
Don't look at me. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, because me and Justin was on way later.
No, but I'm saying, I don't know. I'm gonna look that up, yo.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, he killed it on that though. That single source, grown in Missouri, processed in Missouri. The effort he puts in is it shows. It shows in everything that dude does. So whenever I reached out on Instagram for people to give us stuff to smoke, he definitely jumped on board. Ope Organics jumped on board. He is the current Missouri champion. He won the last year's Hash and Glass. With Papaya, he went on to win the Dab Right, his week out at the Dab Right in California with Papaya. So he jumped on and gave us something to smoke. We'll smoke that next.
Hell yeah. I'm definitely excited for this too. Hey, that J-Town, if y'all can't tell, we came back and I'm just all like, I'm sounding like Slump the way how he was earlier. Shit.
Hey man, come on now.
Got him.
Yeah, you already know.
Got him.
Hey, just what we do. You gotta get ready.
Yeah.
Come on now. You saw what it was with some black people on here now.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
no, I peep.
That's all day. That's what we do.
Oh yeah.
That's my improv group's name.
Oh.
He's like, yeah. He's
Damn. Shots fired.
Nah. That's the name of the. Oh wait. Which one? Am I supposed to be plugging it? Or I was supposed to shoot?
The shots fired, bro.
But it wasn't no shot though.
He literally just said shots fired.
I know he thought it was shots fired.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
He thought I was saying something.
False alarm.
He didn't know my improv group's name. That's one of the beauty.
I
He
did.
really thought I was just saying some black people, like, you know.
Yeah, I had.
We just got this motherfucker over here, like, nah, that's no.
Yeah, no, that was perfect. It was perfect.
I love it.
That's one of the reasons why we kind of named ourselves that.
Yeah.
Because like,
you got to put a white guy. You got a white guy in there?
No.
Oh, you got to get a white guy. You got to get
some black people, and then they're gonna be like,
and the white guy.
It's kind of like here's why we did it. You see how you had that reaction whenever I said something? That's why.
I love it.
I'm
with it.
That's exactly why we did it.
My head turning like, hey, yo. He said, what?
He said that.
Because somebody will be like, so think about it, you come to our show and you come and watch it, right? And then you go back home and you'll be like, yo, y'all won't believe it. I saw some black people and they're going to be like, what the fuck? And you'll be like, no.
Yeah.
It's the group. Yeah. And they're going to be like, I'm like, nah, for real. And then they're going to see it and they're going to be like, oh.
These motherfuckers. Yeah. I get it. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, check out our show, Saturday. Yeah. 8 p.m. We almost sold out too. I think we got less than 30 tickets, yo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
get them quick.
That's right. Shit. It's going to be fire. I'm excited, yo.
Yeah. You was just explaining what you do.
Yeah.
And that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, usually somebody, it's an audience or whatever, and we ask for a topic, they give us one, and then we make magic happen just off of that one topic.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come up for one of those for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a whole run this summer, so I'll be posting them dates. So hell yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, yo, I'm like,
yeah, that's fun. That's just like just to stand up there and just to make something up out of nothing and have fun and yeah. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
I remember when you started it and it was like a
yeah. I'm starting to do okay. So I actually just had a surreal moment literally last Monday. I've been going to this open mic at Heavy Anchor for a year now. And I've gone and done the actual open mics a couple times, but then I stopped doing it. And now I've just been kind of like going and just chilling. But now that I've been there a whole year, I had to think about it. Like, literally, I've been in a comedy club, like, for open mic for a year now.
Yeah. That's an investment.
So now it's kind of like, all right, yo, gotta stop bullshitting. It's time.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We dabbing again?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's
I always breaking shit.
We got all the bloopers with you today, yo.
Always fucking shit up.
Is it on? There it is.
I like that color on that.
Them little hit.
Yeah, I usually always have mine with me. My wife has mine with me, with her right now. So I don't have no puffy. I won mine in a raffle at the Dab Fest.
What's that?
What is it?
Opie.
No. Oh, well, what Donovan has in his hand.
No.
This is Gelato 41.
That's tasty.
Yeah.
It really is.
We cleaned it out so we can try some of that.
Yeah, so that's just a garden mix. That's what he had. That's what he had already. So.
I'm excited.
Yeah, no, it's fire.
Yo. And shout out to both J-Town, Headington, and Opie. Yo. We about to have all y'all on soon.
TNTCK 2.0.
Ooh, yes. TNTCK 2. Yes.
Has he ever been on?
No.
Oh, man, he's got to come on.
We gotta make that happen. For real,
Yeah,
for real.
he kills it.
Facts.
He grows some amazing. He's always like, you know, it's one thing to say, "Hey man, I bought a cool setup, bro, and I grew some cool weed once." And then when you grow weed for years straight, and it's always fire, and it's always top shelf. He always has genetics that nobody else is growing, and he kills it every time. Every time, and he's the nicest dude ever.
FedEx.
Yeah. We're gonna smoke this one. It's a Blue Slushie. And for me, like, the smell is just like runs to me. Super frosty, rock hard, looks amazing. Like when you dry hit, tastes amazing.
So, what's your selection process like when you want to choose a genetic for a grow run?
I just grow what's around me. So right now I have Tickleburger and Bahama Peel. That's what's in that, and I just have them because J-Town hooked me up with them because they wash well. So he had washed one run of mine, and I had just a bunch of random stuff growing. It washed awful, and he was devastated about it, so he hooked me up with some clones. I did okay with them. I changed a bunch of stuff, showed me cannabis, showed me some different nutrients for flower. I sealed my building up real good. Was taught to use some CO2 and changed the lights a little bit. Did a lot of things differently this time. But the main thing is just that terp. Like when you said earlier, I like that burnt tire, the Tickle Burger, GMOs, anything burger, I love it. Anything Kim, I love. For me, I don't really ever grow for sale purposes, so I'm only going to pick, like, the GMO is my favorite. So that's what I want to grow next. It's just all GMO.
Got you. Okay.
That does sound pretty good.
Everybody's got all this other stuff lately. A lot of fruits and not any. I haven't seen any. Bitcoin has GMO. He keeps that around. That's where I got the clone from.
Yeah, a lot of people are going back to the OG strains now.
Yeah. Homemade hash co. Joplin.
I haven't.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's his name. He has some really good GMO.
Okay.
Yeah. I love GMO.
And he's based out of Joplin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have butchered his name. I'm not sure.
I need to get back outside of St. Louis, yo. It's been a minute.
I'll send you his profile. He's super cool, super nice guy.
Okay.
There's some really cool growers down that way in South Missouri. I was at this one really impressive grow, Wicked Smart Farms. He's a super nice guy. Had me out to his farm. He had, honestly, some of the biggest plants I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, they were cool. He was super nice. I don't want to talk too much about his stuff, but it was super. He was super cool. He's down there in Joplin. Shout out to him. There's some really great growers in Kansas City. Growcraft 816, Fountain City V, Mojo Grow. There's a bunch of really good. They won trophies this last year. There's just so many growers that are still coming out of the closet, that are still coming, and I know a lot of growers that still just won't even ever. They would never even tell anybody they grew. You know. So yeah, there's a lot more. There's a lot of good growers this year.
Shit, I'm over here slumped as fuck, yo.
Yeah.
Damn. I had to think about it for a second. I'm like, yo, forget, yo. I don't even on camera for a minute. Shit.
Hey, man, it's like that.
I guess that you ever get that high where you just be forgetting. You just be like,
I mean, that's the goal. It was a good day.
You want the medication to help you relax, unwind.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. Well, it's also been a minute since I took a dab. Now that I think about it.
And you did a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first one, like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one, though, that was the one that kind of, like, is on me out.
My bad.
It's all good.
Well,
that means I got to take a third one to balance it out.
Oh?
Shoot.
Wait, I don't think 3 balances well. Is that how that works?
That's how it's going to work today.
The motherfucker already got a drip on it.
You already know. Like, this, like, whenever MidCoast come through, it's different.
You go to sleep right after. It's all good. That's tasty. That's the Blue Slushie. And honestly, for the first couple years, I would have I don't even smoke flower. You know what I mean? For me to smoke flower, I used to smoke cigarettes, and then I quit cigarettes with bong rips, and then it got to the point where when I got done eating, I'd want to go fucking do bong rips in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? So then I had to like literally talk myself into not liking the feel of it in my throat. So when I smoke it, it would be like tobacco. So just all together, I just want to smoke flower. Mm-hmm. But man, it's to the point now where I've smoked flower quite a few times in the last couple months, and it's pleasant. You know, people are really figuring out how to grow quality flower, and
FedEx.
Man, it shows. You can go to some of these events and pick up all sorts of different flower and all sorts of different everything that these home growers make, and it's quality.
Yeah,
you
facts.
know, it competes with dispensary, and I get it. Like if it wasn't able to compete, I would go to a dispensary too. But like a lot of it's decent. The flower is amazing.
That is a fact.
So getting back to the events that you host and put on and everything like that, what would you say, like geographically, some of the best flower has been coming from recently, and what would you say is like the predominant, strain? What's really going hot right now? What would you say?
I'd say a lot of the top people are switching their strains right now.
Okay.
I'd say nationally, the Z-Terp has won every competition. Fruity Chirps do really well. They've won both last of my cups. Super lemony strains. But that's what I'm saying, that there's not been a GMO around like a heavy for a while, for me anyways, like a steady supply. It's been a lot of the fruitier stuff lately.
Mm-hmm. I've been getting a lot of gelato lately.
Yeah?
Yeah, shout out to the homie Sunray Farm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've been hooking me up.
I like gelato.
Yeah. And Chopped Cherry, that's been another one that they've been.
I love anything with chopping.
Yeah. Shit hit.
Big chillin'.
Yeah.
Got me over here terped out.
What's that?
Damn.
So yeah, talk a little bit more about this
So
year.
Oak is a brand. Mm-hmm. He won the last year's 17 hash and glass with a papaya. This is just his garden mix. It's what he had on hand today that he could let us smoke.
Okay.
So
I don't know if y'all want to take that out the rig or the puff coat out of convenience.
Yeah, we'll do it out of the puffy.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, you can load it up. There you go.
Okay. All right. So while you're doing that though, let's do some questions. All right. I got rotation. What's your top 3 rotation rules?
I don't really have any. I like to just I only dab.
Okay. So
it's pretty much just get as high as you want real quick and then move on. You know.
simple enough.
So would you say, like, if someone packs you a dab, you gotta smoke that? That's your dab, or you gotta share it?
Well, so it really depends on the situation because, like, at home with my wife, I'll load a huge glob on there and then, because I like hot dabs, so I'll go in real hot and then by the time I give it to her, it's cold and she can hit it nice and cool.
Okay.
Sometimes you're in a situation where the homie can't finish it and you gotta get in there. But I like dabs because you can just get you a dab and then pass it on to the next. And most people nowadays have their own type of something to smoke out of.
Yeah.
You know, and then instead of sitting there passing the flower back and forth and constantly smoking like a cigarette, you know, just kind of you're high and you can go on about your business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when my kid turned 16, right, I never told him that I grew. He didn't know nothing. He didn't know I smoked, and then he found out, and he was more hurt that I never told him.
Oh wow.
And like, then he hated the smell of it, and was like every day he'd wake up, "You're smoking in the house again," and he made my life miserable about it. And so that's when I started blasting it all with ether and making my own shatter. So that the house didn't stink all the time because he was an asshole about it. And then now he's 18, has a med card, and smokes. But for 3 years it was.
Was it more so he was mad because he couldn't smoke?
I think that.
Yeah, he was hating. Man, my dog was hating. I like that though.
Yeah.
He said, "Fuck that shit. You got to work for yours, son."
Yeah. That's it for sure. He's the one.
Hey, that's hella funny, yo. That's some G shit though.
Next question.
Okay. So I have this is more of a personal question here, right? One thing that I haven't seen a lot of in Missouri, and this isn't to take shots at anybody or any dispensaries or any brands or anything like that, but I haven't seen ceramic carts. I've only seen one brand with ceramics, and I had to go very far to get that half-gram ceramic cart. Now, it's at a good price, and I appreciate that, but why would a brand not choose to use ceramics? What would you say?
I would say that it's not from a lack of. I'd say it's from the employees just not knowing. You know, like when it came legal out here, they just hired a bunch of people and they ran with it. So why I don't know.
Damn.
That one's tasty.
That's a dab and a half, isn't it?
Damn, that one hit.
That's that oak. When you hit it, it just hits.
Damn.
Same thing with him, you know, like single source craft. He's got his whole setup. He does everything himself. He works full time. He does everything, you know, like that quality and that care shows through, you know.
Nah, that shit was just like, that might have brought me back to life. Damn.
Woke you back up, huh?
Damn. That's like, I'm still like, damn.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. That's, ooh. Yeah. That's some next level right there, yo. Damn.
So at what point would you say that you started to take growing cannabis not just as a hobby but more seriously?
I really try not to take it seriously.
Really?
And all my friends have told me 1,000 times that I have to put in the effort, and the effort shows. You can go out there and you can get a setup and you can make it where you don't have to do much, but the effort shows in the end. You know, it's the one day that you don't go check them and you rely on that system and you walk out there and your whole room's dead, or something grows over your pH meter and you don't calibrate it often enough and you ruin your stuff, or you know, it's always something, just something small that you overlooked that you normally wouldn't have overlooked. This last year, I've really tried to take a step back from anything that's not fun for me. If that means standing in a building full of people or answering my messages or anything. I've really tried to take more care in my grow this year. I've gotten more out of it this year than anything else. I started a greenhouse.
That's what's up.
Yeah, with Mix of Soil and Happy Hydro. Worked out a deal with them for some soil. Atlas Seeds provided a whole bunch of GMO autos.
Hell yeah.
That'll be a YouTube series. And
Okay, that's what's up. Look at you.
Yeah, just trying to do more things that just are fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's all GMO.
Hell yeah.
So.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I was listening to that part when you were saying you were bringing back the GMOs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, anyways, I don't sell. It would be hard to find somebody who smoked my flower. You've smoked my flower.
Yeah.
But not many people have. Most of it's just for me.
Yeah.
So.
I remember like you was when I was first learning about cannabis and all of that, and you had brought me salts.
Yep.
Yep.
And I still grow with the same salts.
I was gonna ask that.
I still grow with the same salts. I changed it up a little bit in flower. I have some living soil too. It don't matter how you drive that car. There's cheaper ways. There's more efficient ways. There's cleaner ways. There's organic ways. There's any way that you feel you need to grow.
Exactly.
Whatever you need to do to bring joy to your heart, that's where it's at. If you want to be organic, be organic. If you want to grow in soil, grow in soil. If you want to use synthetics, use synthetics. You know, it is what it is.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's no right way to grow. There's your way to grow.
Absolutely. And like I said on that episode way back, when I started growing, I was sick. I was puking blood. I was pooping blood on a regular. I was in and out of the hospital. That grow literally had to cost me pennies on the dollar. It had to run efficiently, and it had to be able to. I had to be able to just be able to like hobble out there, and just water the whole building. And for that purpose, it served that purpose for years, and it did amazing, and it provided me with plenty. To grow for rosin, it seems to be a little bit different. It's hard. You know what I mean? Them guys that are out there growing and producing really good rosin, not just really good rosin, but really good rosin returns. You know what I mean? That shit's not easy.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
So kudos to all these guys that go out there every day and kill it in these cold rooms. You know, 40 degrees for 8 hours. It's not fun.
That ain't no joke.
No, that's not fun. You know.
No.
These people who do that, they have a passion for it. They love it. They, and it shows in their end product when you're sitting there, just as high as can be.
Yeah, just even like being able to come up with the different mixes and all that stuff, and like being able to see which one matches with which, like you all were saying earlier, like, had the fruit, But if you mix one thing with another, then it kind of cuts it out. Like when you start washing it all out and stuff like that. And even just like, learning the specific strains that wash well or wash better, all that stuff really matters.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. No, like I watched the one room and I got nothing. And you could just see it on their face. Like, and I've seen a lot of people send their stuff off and then get it back and they're like, man, them people, they had to got me. And it's like, man, when you really want to see the quality of your grow, send it to a processor. Yeah. Extract the heads off of it and see what's there. And it's not just the same as grown flower. Mm-hmm. But it really starts with the genetics. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's why he wanted me to have them clones, because if you're starting with just random regular flower, that at this point in the game, these companies have designed these to wash well.
How so?
The Swale company has just started creating like trichomes that split off from themselves and get 33% more trichomes. There's just in the amount of flower you get on a plant, the amount of frostiness, like that Tickleburger is supposed to wash at 5%.
Okay.
So you're getting 5% trichome heads back off your flower.
Wow.
At the end of the total end of the process.
Wow.
So it just matters what you start with. And if you're just starting with, that first time was awful. It just don't, it's, you know what I mean?
Well, average, what's the average percentage?
It all varies.
Okay.
Like he's had some that's done really well, and some don't do well.
No, okay, I got you.
I don't know. I don't make the stuff. I just stand there and watch. But it definitely matters what you start with.
Yeah. I've only seen it a couple of times. I'm actually like watching all that. Yeah. It's an interesting process though.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. Once or twice.
Yeah. But like you said, like
you gotta really have a love for it.
Yeah.
I mean, even to like grow big buildings full of weed, or to like it's draining. I would never be able to fucking go work somewhere and like trim plants all day in a big building. That would kill it.
Honestly, I didn't mind doing it. Yeah, it was actually like freeing. Cause like, if I could, that's the one reason why I haven't started growing again. Because like, when I do it, I'm gonna be fully invested in it. It's not gonna be any different to me than like podcasting is. Right. Than like, how I'm doing the improv and all those things.
What were you doing there?
So I started in trim, and then I started doing defoliating, so de-leafing and all of that
all day long.
Mm-hmm. I loved it, because it's like you're starting to learn how to become one with the plant, and you learn how to start looking for the ones that actually pick, which ones not to,
right?
How to really let that plant really grow and be able to watch the process of, oh man, we got all these in here. Hey, these are the ones that I worked on, and you get to see how that process goes, and you see them how they go from when you started on them to when they finish, and it's like, okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I learned that I really do love it, and I would just do this just to be doing it. I don't have to get paid to do it or nothing like that. Like that's why I really haven't started growing again, because I'm not trying to make money off of my grow. I really just want to do it to do it. But if I'm gonna do it, I want to try to grow it the best way possible.
Right.
And if I'm gonna do that though, I really need the space and the time, and I don't have it. I don't have either or right now.
The effort shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what you said, you know what I'm saying? Because the first time I did do it, hey, I had to help with living soil and shit. That came out of fire-ass grow. So it's I'm not trying to do anything less than what... I know you're going to fail at some of them and all that stuff, because that's just natural, but you ain't trying to make that, a consistent thing. If I started out strong, I want to make sure that I'm always doing the same shit to keep that strong levels, right. No matter what.
And there's a lot more growers now growing in soil.
Yeah, exactly.
And killing it.
Exactly.
So...
Yeah, because that's really how, all of this stuff, it's not even like I said, it's not specific on how you want to grow. Living soil, all that stuff, it's however you want to grow, whatever makes you comfortable, how you think is going to be successful for you. That's what I always encourage. I'm never at this point, I used to kind of always be like, yeah, you gotta start growing, but only if you really want to, though, because like you said, it's really a process and it's really a craft, and like, you know, you really want to like be able to, if it is one of your first times, you don't want to discourage yourself and not make it worthwhile.
Right.
So you always want to like that first grow, like really go hard at it, you know, and then like, hey, whatever you need to learn from there, like that's what is beautiful about the community. Everybody will help you. Like you go up to people, like I think a lot of the times people think that, you know, if you try to reach out to certain people, like, you know, they're not gonna hit you up, they're not gonna talk to you or whatever. A lot of the times, a lot of the reasons why they don't hit you up is like they nervous just like you are. A lot of these people really just be in their house. They really don't be out there like that. They really fucking introverts. That's one of the things that honestly it takes to really be a fucking legit grower. Because you have to be one with the plants. You really got to be there all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you see these dudes putting out the J-Towns, the Opes, all of these guys, like, they're like that because they really stay in there, man. Right. That's their life, yo. Like, shit, Bitcoin. All these motherfuckers, yo. Like, hey, like, you really got to be willing to put in the work. And that's what I see a lot of people, like, that was one of the things that I saw at Vibe, like, shit, I ain't never even talked about me working there, but shit. Talk about it now. Yeah, I did work there. So that was one of the things that I did like about that, was that a lot of the home growers, they were solid. Like, you see a lot of them, like, not only are they, you know, working on their craft there, but they going home and they really taking what a lot of the stuff they talked about with the homies and stuff there and taking it back home. And you got somebody like Turpy there, you know, you got somebody like Tree 14 there, you know, you got these people who are really in the community and all that stuff, out here giving knowledge and all that stuff. You can go to somebody like you'll link them with everybody else. You got your own knowledge, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the beautiful thing that I be saying about all of this stuff. Like, shit, you know? Yeah. That's what I like on both. I like, you know, for everything that we talked about before, I feel like it all brings it together because there are a lot of positives that are happening as well. And I love where, like, you know, we have the mix. I feel like what I'm starting to realize, the more that I'm in this, probably like what, this is like going on 4 years or something like that?
Yep.
All right, so what I'm really starting to understand is everybody's starting to find
what they're good at, what they're meant to be doing.
There you go.
They've outlasted all the other people, and the quality should outspeak for itself. You know? Yeah.
Really. Simply put.
At this point in time, we've been here for a while.
Yeah.
And it's either you compete and you sell ass loads for really cheap, or you sell a really good quality for a little bit more. Hopefully you've treated people well this far in life, and you know they're willing to pay for quality.
I like that.
Yeah. Or you sell a lot and just get over it and you work hard. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Nothing's easy. Yeah. You know? I think everybody that I know who goes out to these things on the weekends, who buys a vendor spot, they all have full-time jobs. They're all regular people and a hustle, you know? Somewhere somebody just thought that all you need is a hustle, but the hustle is the extra, you know. The job is just status quo. Makes you regular, you know.
I fuck with that. Hold on.
I mean, it's just the truth. Like, you can go through life and you can just do regular, or you can be special, and all of us have enough, and all of us have done enough, and the fear holds people back, and you just got to do it, you know.
I like that.
You know, it's gonna be a good year for everybody. I hope there's nothing but success for anybody.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
That dab.
Got him.
catching up with me.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But shout out to TNTCK 2.0, Oak, J-Town, all fire. All fire.
That's a fact.
So,
That's a fact.
When it comes to growing specifically for washing, what would you say is the key difference between just regular growing and growing for a wash?
There's so much. These guys are using, RO everything, getting 0 parts per million, and all their water going in. They're like, they got their whole setups designed just for it. They're growing just the perfect plants. A lot of them have their own cold rooms and extraction rooms, and if you don't have that, then there's no point in doing none of it, or you just got a bunch of really good weed.
Got you.
And that's what's kept everybody out of the game for a long time, is that, I was talking to my friend in Minnesota. It just became legal up there. He's wanting to get a freeze dryer to make rosin, and you start looking, and you're $3,000 in, and you're building a cold room, and then you're hoping all your flour washes well, and it's hard. It's a lot of investment, but like that's what you got to do, and that's what separates them top brands from the rest of this. The ones that in the beginning they took that leap, and they've had the freeze dryers longer than everybody else. St. Louis Solventless, High Plains Drifter. I like Trikes. All them guys that were around and that did that investment before anybody else and took them chances, and a lot of them have reached a successful level from it.
Yeah, they grinded it out.
Out.
That was one of the things, like, all of the people that I see, like I said, yourself, all the people that also come back, like, you see the progression, you see all the differences, like, you see the work that's been put in,
Yeah.
But
I see it everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that dedication, though. Like, I feel like I've seen a lot of people get started, and then they get frustrated, and then they stop. But that's what I'm saying. Like, don't just start because you feel like you have to. Because when you do want to get started and you really want to do this, you do want to be like I said, you want to be like you. You want to be like the MidCoast. You want to be like the shit. Like I said, I'm still gonna always shout them out. Living Soils. You always want to be like shit. You eventually want to be Jay. You want to be Tremont Ford. You want to be J-Town. You want to be all these guys. And like, one of the things that I've seen from all of them is like they've consistently always gone. Yep. But you really gotta have the dedication,
right? Because when you look behind the scenes, you see Jay doing all the extra work, and it's not just since it was medical.
Exactly.
It's been way before that.
Exactly.
When you talk to J-Town and you realize, man, this dude's been growing weed since I was in middle school.
Exactly.
Like, all that shit counts.
Exactly.
Man. Like,
exactly.
And it's all the hard work that nobody sees, where they just think, man, those guys, they just got it for nothing. And Bitcoin, all of them guys, Living Soil, everybody who's been around for all, everybody works.
Yeah.
And everybody has put in the work.
Yeah, exactly.
And most of it's done behind the scenes.
Exactly. Like, that's one of the things that, like, I love about the podcast, is being able to, like, have people on and be able to actually tell, like, the process, how they actually go about doing things. Because, like, a lot of people just, like you said, they see these awards popping up, they see these things going on, they see these shows that y'all put on, and they be like, well, where did this person come from? Like, what they do. And, a lot of the times they don't get to tell their story.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things, like, hell, that's one of the things you've been helping putting a lot of people on with the events that you and Justin have been putting on, like, the people that you've been putting me in front of, like, in front of everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, though, you've really been helping.
That was the whole point of all of it. And, this shit, like, just with Justin, he started the Frost Bowl. The Frost Bowl is completely his. And he puts his soul into that show. And to see that happen is amazing. To see the success that he's had from that is awesome. You know, the collaborative effort. We do everything together. We do all the shows together. But he does so much. He does all the organizing shit. He keeps track of everything because, like, I would lose track of everything. So shout out to him. He's a rock star. My wife kills it. She does a lot of the stuff for all the posting and stuff and keeping track of all that because I don't keep track of anything.
Shout out Penny, yo.
Yeah, shout out Penny. There's nothing that I do that she don't. She does most of it, you know. So it's always a team effort.
That's a fact. No, real talk.
And the same thing with the growing. I wouldn't be able to grow the good clones and the good genetics if it wasn't for J-Town giving them to me. I'm just some normal guy. I wouldn't be able to pay a processor to process it if, you know, I didn't have good friends. The whole goal all along was to grow your own for yourself and have enough that you don't have to worry about being broke, you know.
That's a fact.
That's still my goal in life, and yeah.
I love it. Learn on your socials.
MidCoast Grower on Instagram and YouTube.
Hell yeah. Man, you already know it's always a pleasure when you come through, bro.
Yes, sir.
And this definitely ain't gonna be the last time.
No, we got to get back up here soon.
Definitely.
Yep.
For sure. We might have to get y'all up here before 7:10. Well, shit, we'll probably be there.
Yeah, we can come up before then. We'll get back on here before then. Me and Justin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hell yeah. But y'all already know. Learn on the socials real quick.
SLUM3Ps 1D.
That's right.
_
That's right. There you go. Remember, we got our audio listeners too.
3 Ps, 1D.
_ There we go.
Hell yeah. My dog.
Don't worry. Episode coming soon. We got to earn it, though.
Let's go.
We putting in work. We're going to earn that episode.
It's coming. It might be happening sooner than what you think. You never know. But y'all know how it go. Shout out to the homie T-Break T. Y'all already know. Follow T-Break T on the socials. We plan on hey man, we gotta see you back soon, dog. For real. Tell that other job you need a day off, man. We need you back for a minute, yo.
Yeah.
What you think of Slump though?
You did good. You got the and then we switched the energy around. It was amazing. Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep.
Thank you. I'm trying.
I like the new setup. I like the new vibe. It's where it's at.
Hell yeah. My dog, he fitting in well around here, for real.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We trying. I'm learning from the best.
Shit.
There you go.
You ain't even met him yet. Shit. So I don't know what y'all laughing at. I'm here, did it. But alright, y'all already know. Make sure y'all follow Too T3rpd on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on all socials on Too T3rpd. And then make sure you hit up that hotline with the voicemails and text 314-399-9711. And then don't forget to follow me, Donovan 2408, on all socials.
Let's go.
Bow, bow, bow. Y'all already know. Shit. We'll be back next week. Peace.
It's 2
The first time I